Hello everyone. Hello guys. Okay, let's start. Oh my god, it's so hot today. But the race show must go on, right? Okay, I'm gonna just join the server because the server is already up. So I can join it. And it's raining. Beautiful. I mean, I don't know, like, it's kinda beautiful. But yeah, we have two races today because that's the format that we're going with today. ACC on the screen, there we go, and it's not cropped properly. Professional streamer. Okay, it's kinda good, okay. So I'm just gonna get driving. Because why not? Let me think, is there anything I should do? Well, I should ask about how's the sound, because I still don't know if it's good, if it's bad, if it's awful, if it's decent, if it's too loud, if it's too quiet, if the game is too loud. So that you can let me know, guys. And I think I'm just gonna go and drive. Is there anything else I should do? I don't know why, but I feel like I forget about something. Maybe this in performance mode. Anyway, let's just go. Sound is perfect. That's good.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Okay, so the race is 40 minutes, kind of. Well, kind of. It is 40 minutes. So I don't know really how much fuel I need. I've put in 80 liters, and let's see the fuel consumption. Also, I tweaked the graphics a bit, and I was playing with engine ini file. I actually turned off all the shadows. Like, shadows are off. Like, they are not even rendered. But the game still looks decent enough, but I'm getting a lot of performance boost, and I'm at the very limit of what my machine is capable of, so I'm just gonna see how it's gonna go, so I can maintain some decent frame rates while streaming. Actually, this race, it's cloudy, it's raining. At least it's now, so you're not even gonna see the difference. When it's sunny, it's a bit weird, but yeah. Oh yeah, I know what I forgot. I forgot to put on my gloves. And steering position feels a bit weird for some reason, but I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, it's a bit too low. So there's still 40 minutes of practice. That's a lot. So at least for now, there's no weather change coming. And the game is running for now really smoothly. So I'm happy, although it's still only 9 people on the server. Spoon is always so tricky. From what I remember, the fuel consumption should be like 3.4 or something like that.
Well done, mate. First one fastest lap.
Again too wide. It's really difficult track. It has really slippery a really slippery surface, and it's full of corners of all kinds, with really fast entries, really technical, slow hairpin, Degners, corners with big curbs, corners that you have to carry the speed through. It's a tricky track. So for now I'm running in supposedly a race stream, so with fuel. I'm gonna see how the car is gonna behave on lower fuel. But I'm liking the car, it's behaving nicely. Oh, there was a big spike, but I think that's just people joining the server or something, because it stabilized straight away, so that's good. Again too wide. Hello. It's going really well. For now it's only practice, so... Porsche is tricky at Suzuka, but it's not slow. Just one of those tracks where it's difficult to get it right, because you need a really good setup and you need to really nail all the laps that you're doing. It's not like you need a setup to be good with this car here, it's just that you need a car that's gonna work with you, that's why you need a setup, you know? I like it. Okay, that's kinda decent.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best. Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag, be careful there.
Hello everyone, click the like button, click the subscribe button. Thanks for joining the stream.
Fastest step so far. Yellow flag, be careful.
And that's a curve, but that was decent first sector. Joe is in the pits. I wonder if Joe was on race fuel or quali fuel. It's really hard to tell. It's not the race yet. The race is gonna be in half an hour. But I started the stream already because it's practice, and the practice is already on the race server. So setup is working well. Pressures are decent. I might open the ducts just a little bit. Hello, thank you for subscribing. Because, you know, looking at the times, there's Joe times, mine time, we're so close. Then there's Aston, Porsche, Bentley, but they're off quite a considerable margin. But, you know, can't really say, it's just practice. Practice pit entry. Do we even need to pit in those? I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out, do we need to even pit? Okay, so this is Saturday, and the the qualifying for the next race is Sunday, and both of the next races are on Sunday. So theoretically, the weather could completely change. Timetables, Joe Macaulay. Oh no. It's really hard to say, was he on fuel, maybe not fuel. George, is he on quali fuel, is he on race fuel? Also hard to judge. He's probably improving. There's Joe. There's Joe. Is he up on the delta? Oh, he's on the outlap. George is up on the delta a lot, although he just missed the chicane. Missed the hairpin. Hard to say if people are on race fuel or not. But car felt decent, so I'm gonna leave it as it is and just proceed to quali runs. Also, the track is consistently improving. This is Cody. He's on the outlap and he's just getting blocked. Okay, let's just go. Let's see how the car is on the low fuel. Maybe sandbag a little bit, not set a time. And I still haven't put my gloves on. Okay, let's let those two cars by. That was actually Joe and that Aston. Okay, on low fuel it's really an oversteering. So I can either stabilize it or make right high higher, or just wait for the tires to come up in pressure and see. I hope that the race conditions are gonna be like that, because I haven't had any practice with like normal conditions, because this is my only practice, the practice session on the server. So I hope for those conditions to stay on the server. They were like that in practice server, so I don't know, in all 3 instances the same conditions. I just joined practice servers to see what conditions are there. Both were damp. Here I joined the race server, it's also damp, so it's possible that it's gonna stay like that. Relatively, the track should be improving every lap with more and more cars, 18 cars in the server. So that was not the best first sector, not by far not the best. But I'm still up, so the car, it looks like, gains a lot of speed with low fuel, and I think also track is faster since pressure just skyrocketed immediately. Okay, so Joe improved by like half a tenth. That's interesting. Yeah, more and more cars, and now it went past that point when rear tires are beginning to overheat because there's not enough water on the track. Alright, let's do another one. Tires are actually up to pressure finally. Try and improve it again, but only a bit.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Not how I wanted to start this.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Okay, Joe is stopping, so maybe he was on low fuel. And I can't drive. Let's go once again. I'm gonna immediately fix those pressures since I know they're gonna overheat. So I'm gonna open the rear ducts and really reduce the front pressures. But I'm not gonna open from the ducts because they don't overheat at all. And for now, at least, in quality at least, the conditions aren't gonna go like lower with less and less rain. Hi Dom. I know. It's only 40-minute race, but still, 40 minutes is enough to cook them. But you know, Porsche cooks them as well. Then again, we saw a lot of fast people in the Porsche that is burning rear tires, that they're fast even with rear tires gone. So that's a trait of that car, I guess. I wonder if Lambo is similar, because no, they both burn tires, and I don't know. Hello. Thank you. So quali is gonna start in 20 minutes. And today we have sprint races. So normally RCI Friday races are like 75 minutes or 1 hour. There was even 2 hours. But as you can see, like, different races have different formats. So this weekend, it's not 75, it's not 60, it's not 2 hours, it's not 90. It's actually 40-minute sprints twice. And I think both are without pit stop. So it would be nice to have a good quality.
Yellow flag, be careful.
I don't know why, but I did change something in the dampers. I suspect that my change may have caused the opposite effect of what I was expecting. So that was stupid. Anyway, if they are on low fuel, there's definitely pace in the car. That I have to stop doing mistakes because I'm all over the place.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
It feels super stiff on the rear, so that's what's wrong.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
No, because it shouldn't slide like that. That's just went in the wrong direction of the setup. It's still relatively quick, but at least it's good to know that it's driving fine with the fuel. It's just that I need more stability here, and I'm using lowest front right height because it's like, yeah, why not? And I guess that may have been a mistake. Gloves. Hello, Danny. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. I'm doing really fine. So thanks. We'll see in the race. It's super hot. That's one thing. So it's gonna be a tough race, because, you know, sprint races, full focus, wet, extremely hot. It's 30 degrees here and I don't have air conditioning, so it's really hot. Hello, thank you. Hello, Wanko. I'm not famous. Unless it was sarcasm and then it was correct. Hello, man. How are you doing? Wait, I think a lot of people actually decided not to actually do Friday Championship, so maybe 18 cars that we have is already full server. I think that may well be the case. The championship started with like 40 people and everyone was like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore, so well, okay. I guess in ACC a lot of things happen with some esports stuff, you know, SRO, some competitions, Lambo competition. People are focusing on other stuff. Pandemic is slowly ending, so that's understandable. It's just a shame to see when the series starts with, like, you know, 40 cars and now we have 18. Yeah, that change was definitely a good change.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh, bad. That was really bad. I'm gonna go wide. I lost so much time here. Well, you know, not really. I mean, wait, no. I mean, the FOV of your VR is determined by, well, FOV of your headset. Unless you want your world in VR to be not real size, then yes. But that's just wrong. That would be really awkward to drive with like wrong scale of the world. So I think it could be possible, but I wouldn't advise it.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay, so there's a 10th in first sector. Now I lost a 10th in the second sector on the hairpin. Game loads here. Yeah, so there's another 10th in there, but overall that was a good lap. Unless everyone else is on race fuel, and then that's not really that much of a feat. But it works, so I'm gonna save it. Quali, dump, so QD, 1924. So we're expecting that to be a race setup. Okay, chat. Is it normal in that circuit to lose the car that much in curves? Is it normal in that circuit? Well, that circuit is really... What? That wasn't really even an Alien Lap 1 con. No, that was shit hairpin, shit Degners, bad exit of S's. That wasn't that good one con. Did not notice the wipers. Well, they were there. Suzuka has really slippery surface and is a track that requires loads of stability from the car. With high downforce corners that you need to throw the car into. Spoon, 130R, even the S's. Turn 1, Degners, the car needs to be really planted, and it has a surface that's really, really slippery. So losing the car on Suzuka is really, really easy. And also because of the stability, the cars are all usually set up really, really firmly, and that doesn't really help. Although, I guess it depends, I don't know. I just can't make setups, and usually I make mine soft. Although I guess there are also many people that just make setups hard, and it works, and it works a lot better than mine. So, that depends. And yes, it's raining. I don't know how well you can actually see that. But I'm not gonna change graphics settings any further, so it's even nicer looking, because I'm getting really nice performance. But considering if everyone else is on race fuel, which would be nice, it would be nice if everyone else was on race fuel. Show me other people's laps. Move B. He only did that one lap, so I presume it was quali run, and now he's not testing anymore. Masao did one lap. He's gonna be faster. Cody did one lap. Actually, I put in a lot of laps. Interestingly enough, and there are a lot of these Porsches right here. Well, me, Masao, and Pride. And we're just fast, so it would make sense. Then again, we have no idea how many laps people did and who's on what race fuel, not race fuel. Oh, I was today trying out different settings in VR, but not only in game, but I was also tweaking some engine INI files. So I have no shadows actually. And I turned off a lot of post-processing stuff, and I tried to fiddle a bit with how temporal and anti-aliasing is set up. So usually for a single screen, it's really, really good. But I changed it a bit so it's a bit crispier in VR, and it works. For now it works. I'm really surprised, although it's raining and then there's no sun. So if there's no sun, there's no, like... Well, since I have shadows off, it shouldn't make that much of a difference now. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting some nice performance now, so I'm not complaining. I'm kind of managing to keep that 90 FPS right now, although now I'm standing in the pits and it's like 980. So I don't know, maybe it's just that a lot of cars are around me. But on the track it was really smooth, so I was happy with that. But, like someone says here in the description there's a link to the settings I was using before that, and those are the settings that you can just put into your ACC without any additional tweaking of any files, and they work. And they were working for me really fine until I started streaming. Because, you know, streaming ACC in VR from a laptop, that's not easy. So, especially if I'm already at the very edge of performance and of what that laptop is capable of. I was already on some quite low settings, and on a headset that's not really using that high resolution anyway. Anyway, improving. Buffet improved. Okay. I wanted to... Oh, it's only 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna do an outlap. Well, I saved that setup, so I'm gonna do an outlap on the race setup to just make sure that how it's performing. Just to make sure. I'm gonna do an outlap with it. One could ask, is there a chance for it to dry up? Yes. Maybe. Or maybe it's no. So I don't know. It's like, I think it's maybe, but it also can be that absolutely no. Anyway, in this practice at least, I'm faster. So either people that were doing race runs done them early. Either people that were doing quali runs done them early when the track wasn't fast enough, or I'm just fast. So let's see. Well, you know, it depends also what headset you're using. I'm using Oculus Rift, and you can see, well, on the stream, of course, the quality isn't the best because I'm not streaming at high bitrate, but nevertheless, the resolution I'm running at is not high. Like, most of people that are used to VR and have, like, you know, Valve indexes, HP reverbs, even Vive, they would be, like, they would say, like, what the fuck is this? Because that's probably, I don't know, quarter resolution of what people run at. I'm 21, which makes me feel weird because I don't feel like 21. Because of that pandemic, it's like I feel like I'm still 19, 18 years old, and then pandemic happened, 2 years passed, and I'm like, I still feel like the same person. I don't know why, and I don't know if that's because of pandemic or is it just because I'm just lazy and I haven't done much in my life, which also can be a case. Okay, pressure's already at 29 something, so that means that if conditions like that carry into the race, I need to make them lower those pressures. Still a child. I'm still a child. But yeah, if that rain stays, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to change the pressures, but yeah, unless I know it. You have Valve Index, and your PC explodes. Yeah, exactly. Like higher resolution, it kills ACC, because, well, ACC overall is just hard to run. There's no denying of that. But if you can deal with the game that looks shit, and I'm happy with running the game that looks shit, because I'm used to running on really low settings, then you'll be fine. Because like I was always struggling with, I never had like proper gaming PC and gaming, even like the desktop that we had, family desktop, It was like, you know, business desktop, so it didn't even have any proper dedicated graphics card. So I was always playing on low. When it came even to the point that I didn't even have a card that supported new games. And I was always playing on super low. I was like low spec gamer.
Green light. Go, go, go.
And it's not raining. So everyone is right now standing in the pits and like, ah, I don't have a setup. Pressures are gonna be so random. Ooh, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? It should be fine. It was only practice, Michael, and now it's dry anyway, so like, who cares? Also, if you would be in the server, it wouldn't be 07, would it be? Oh. Yeah, that setup is... well, it's not easy to jump in on fast track on wrong pressures and do it up. So let's see. Let's hope that pressures are gonna come up. I don't like it either. Depends maybe on the car. Like, I want to like it, but for some reason something doesn't click. Well, best track ever, says AMG driver. Well, don't get me wrong, it's really good track. Like, again, it's one of those tracks that I would like to like. But something just doesn't click. Well, if you were in the server, you would spin. You would get a drive when qualifying. Oh wait, why do I lift? Dom, imagine being like Dom and actually liking the track that you're not good at. Usually it doesn't go like that. Usually people hate tracks that they're bad at and love tracks they're good at. Oh really? What cars are you driving right now? Oh, it understeers so much.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Oh my god, why? Why would you do that to yourself? From all the cars available in ACC, going from AMG to AMR? Are you mental? Like, that's the most boring car on the entire planet. I wonder, have I under pressured that tire or did I lose pressure? That's weird. Because overall pressures aren't that bad. Oh, it's fast track, it doesn't hook up here. That's gonna be such a bad lap. Yes, blame the wheel. Kappa.
Well done, mate.
Aw, such a bad time. I locked up.
Flag ahead. Be careful. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Face reveal when? I don't know. I'm driving in VR anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't need to really do it. Maybe. I don't know. That one tire is so under pressure that should I pit? Probably. Why did I downshift?
Let me validate it.
It shouldn't be under pressured. I think I just ran wide somewhere, because it shouldn't be under pressured. Okay, stay off the curbs. And let's hope that that one tire will get up to pressure properly.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Because I think that one tire pressure messed up the entire balance of the car. And you know, setup like that doesn't like to be run with completely wrong balance. No. Well, you can see a lot of aliens on Twitch. Okay, let's see. Oh god.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Oh my god, what did I do? Like my brain stopped working. Oh, it's so hot. Okay, I need to slow down and prepare for another lap. This one is already gone. Cody will be on pole if that's gonna continue, but he's really good here. So I'm not surprised. And they have a setup because then they have 10-hour race coming up, so he practiced a lot.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
Six tenths, Jesus. Oh, that's not gonna happen. Well, I'm gonna... I won't be P2 Porsche, I will be third Porsche. You'll see. Lost everything.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
What? What? Like... It should break so much... I don't know why it didn't break. Oh my god. Did I not press the pedal fully, or what the fuck happened? Oh my god, just losing positions. But Masao did a 58.8 just like that. I mean, I know 58.8 is in the car in those conditions, but like, not like that without practice. Without any practice in the dry, like any... nada. No at all. And like with both laps where I absolutely butchered last chicane. Because middle sector was fine. First sector was also fine, although I know there was a 10th there. What were sectors of South? Oh my god, he gained so much in first sector. What a beast first sector. No, I'm not in the Lambo. I didn't do that. Like, I could have been P5, maybe faster than Cody, but not faster than Masauda, just really fast. And I have absolutely no idea what even pressures I should put in. Uh, 69696060. I don't know. I mean, you know, if if you're practicing all the fucking time for every single race and you are able to put in such a lap, then you also have setups. I don't, because I never had proper SUZUKA setup. I mean, this setup was good, but like there wasn't 6 tenths in that lap. There were 3 tenths in that lap. So I probably destroyed the tires. Why couldn't it be wet? It's not that hard, come on. I know, I feel you. I don't know. Maybe all they do after work is drive. Also, it's like unbearably hot right here. I need to get like a fan or something, cause it's so hot. Like, bro, look, he made
30 seconds.
a 2 seconds slower lap, then he made a 59.7, decent lap, and then he made improved 8 fucking tenths. He just nailed it. Just absolutely nailed it.
10 seconds.
And I'm just going into that hoping that my pressures are decent enough.
Stay single file.
Hello, thank you. Well, yeah, I'll try to have fun. I have no idea. Well, it hasn't been changed, so it's still the same, but physics changed and it's good. So, well, I don't know. We're doing 2020 everywhere apart from IGTC, but on IGTC it was decent always. Yep, we have formation up. Well, no, it's not on all tracks. Well, but you know, it's like 2019 Bob. What does that mean? I mean, every single track has its own BOP. Of course, then again, every single track has different years BOP, but that doesn't change the fact that, you know, every single track in every single year has its own BOP. So, and 2019 we don't even drive it anymore, unless it's IGTC where it's decent. But 2019 decent normal tracks, I have no idea.
Going double file.
What? Well, if it has IGTC and British GT tracks, then, well, it's using it because there's no other tracks. Well, this race, of course, is also 2019 because it's SUZUKA. It doesn't have 2020 version. Okay, let's see. I'm not expecting much from this race.
Green light, give it all you can. Car on the left. Clear on the
Oh,
left.
George, come on!
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
A bit of rubbing. But rubbing is racing. Oh no, front end.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That was my mistake, but I don't know why my brakes are not working. Am I don't know, not pushing the pedal fully? Or something like that? I'm sorry, George, for that send, but
Car on the left.
I don't know.
Clear on the left.
Like that was not how I intended to do, sorry. Maybe my brakes are like calibrated weirdly and then I'm not pushing them 100% or something like that. $0.06 damage from all that rubbing, but I deserve it. Oh, George is gone. That's not good for his championship. And I'm gone in the hairpin. Like, what the fuck? It's so weird. This race is so weird. SUZUKA surface. That's what I was talking about. It's so slippy. Press F4, George. And sends him over to Cody, but Cody is right on him. This time cars stopped decently. Too low pressures on the front. I'm gonna struggle at the end of the race badly, because fuel will go down, pressure is gonna go down, it's gonna be bad. And those guys at front has a really high pace. And I don't know why, but the car is like similar to the Kailami car from the previous race. It's like, I don't like it. Anyway, that's what I have to work with, so... Okay, this lap isn't that slow. But Cody is gonna catch me now, because he's extremely fast, like always. $59.6, $59.7, 200, and $59.7.
Well done, mate. Good fastest lap so far.
Okay, there's some 5 seconds penalty behind for a Bentley. And Cody is catching me slowly. P5 made a mistake, I think. Yeah, 2000, 59.8, 59.6, 59.6.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Oh, that Bentley's gone. Same lap as P5. Actually faster than the leader. Okay, Cody is fastest out of us 4. It's good. It's back being good. They changed it. Or let's say it's competitive, right? It's not trash anymore. It's relatively decent. Okay, so I got a 5-second penalty for I don't know what, but I got a 5 seconds, which is fair enough. Although I didn't cause anything apart from, well, a minor incident where I gave the position back, so I don't know. You can always protest that or some shit.
Gaining on the car heading sector 3.
Ooh. The rear came out in a weird way. Decent chicane. Very, very slowly catching the two guys ahead and trading gap with the P1. Yeah, Lambo should be good. I think it's just that we're all thrown into those conditions, and no one's really prepared. That spin was really bad. Not the best, but decent chicane. Now Nexus definitely lost pace. I'm also slowly catching the leader, very slowly, but also Cody is with me. He gained like a tenth. I don't know, is the Lambo slow in the straight here? I don't remember. Possibly, but still, Nexus slipstream. Oh, he's having a look. That's interesting, and that's something I don't want to do.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Halfway mark. At least we're extending the gap from P6, which is 5.6 seconds. Joe sliding. Ooh. Maybe it's just Lambo things, but that Lambo just snapped on the exit. We got up to the leader, but yeah, I still have that penalty. Damn. And you can see how much he's extending on the straight from me. He's getting away. On the edge, dirty air, bad lines. What's interesting, we're catching that Porsche ahead, so I don't know if he's just managing the gap, taking it easy, or he's losing pace, which won't make any difference to me. He's having good traction, and now he just have the speed, both the engine and the slipstream. No way getting past him. Okay, intern is going wonky. Amazing! Fuck my life. Well, he's got that Lexus ahead of him. I'm struggling now in the same way by being behind him. You can see that. Oh my god, the ping went. Fuck my life. Why? Look at the ping. Like, what the fuck? Suddenly goes, yeah, 1000 ping. Enjoy. And those cars ahead of me, they're closer to me. It's just that for some reason I have now constant 1000 ping or some shit, and they are, and like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be on the track. What the fuck? No! My headphones, fuck. They disintegrated. And yeah, and I lost pressure. Oh my god. The car suddenly changed so much. That's that thing. You lose front pressure and now front is so wobbly, unstable, and rears comes out. I knew there's gonna be that point. And now it's stabilized, but yeah. You can see it's going into like 27 lows into the corners where it needs support on that tire. So first it doesn't have any support, then it understeers. Really bad. And I'm touching that grass. It's bad. Hello, thank you. Come on, car, brake.
Clear on the left.
Yeah, I can see tires are gone. There's just... in every corner... The Suzuka is made in a way that now I have really sustained long corner, which is gonna hit up the tire that, well, won't be carrying load in next few corners. And the other tire, especially in a car like Porsche, is just unloaded, loses loads of pressure, and when it's needed, it's just super low pressure. And now with low fuel, I just don't have any pressure in... Oh, it's gonna be interesting now. And you can just see how fast is Cody compared to me.
Clear on the left.
Nah, I'm the one who's being hunted. Curbs, Suzuka curbs. And just understeer. I hate my Suzuka setup, and I hate... It's like... Sometimes you like that track when it hooks in nicely and you have... And it's wet, it's nice, and then you're driving with wrong pressures and setup that you don't like, and it's such a struggle. Like, what the fuck? Fronts have nothing. And look how it understeers now. Ah, and it oversteers. It's the same as Kailani.
Clear on the right.
Ah, and now I'm gonna get overtaken.
Clear on the right.
Oh, okay, I have lower wing. I know I have 5 seconds, but next car behind us is like 7 seconds behind us. So I want to win with Cody on the track at least. Oh my god.
On the left.
What? He missed the braking point and then he managed to get to the inside. I have no idea what's... It's like Kailami setup again. I'm just gonna shut up and drive.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
No, it's just me being bad and me not having setup. I'm using like really weird setup that is not for the race. It's not good for the races. It's like on first opening laps it's decent, but it's the same as Kailami setup. It just doesn't work in the races because you can see it eats tires so much, and it grains front maybe. Well, you can see I just have no grip. There's no front end, and when it bites, the rear just snaps immediately. Those pressures are just adding insult to injury. Because I want to win with him on the track. Because personally I don't think my penalty was a good penalty because I haven't done anything wrong. I did a mistake, but you know, everyone can make a mistake, but it didn't affect anyone. Not directly.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Hello, thank you. I'm just gonna take the off track. Time gain, car is so slow. Yeah, I don't know why, it's literally the same like Highland setup. But that pressure, I mean 27.0 and 27.7 at the rear, it won't work no matter what.
Right, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push. Car on the left. Clear on the left. The leader has finished the race. Right, mate, race is over. Good job. You did the best you could. Take it easy, lead lap.
Good pace from Massoud, although he didn't escape from us. I hit those just look at the pressures, 27.1 on the front, 27.6 on the rear. I knew I need to make them higher.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And that has been...
Got some damage on the front of the car.
I knew he's gonna do it. Oh, and you too, Fabian? Come on! It was so bad. Let me see that turn 1 on what lap was it. It was very first lap. And it didn't even brake late. It just didn't go. And like, that's not worth 5 seconds. And like, he's gaining a position back, so why? Like, he pushed me right here, okay, but I'm happy to give that position back. So yeah, that dive was bad, but... well, he avoided it, he gained the position back, nothing happened, and then he just spinned by himself, so... that's absolutely not my fault that he spins right here. So... I don't know, maybe after the races I'm gonna... well, nothing else happened, so... server mistake, there's a 10-minute hold here. Admin settings app forgot to change that for this 2-time race day. Would take longer to restart and build the entry list, so take a break. Okay, so we have a bit of break and I'm gonna use it to test setup. Lol. Oh, come on, fuck. So, the best way to change setup is just try something stupid. And who knows, maybe it will work. Hi Cody, yeah, thanks. Oh my god, my car was so bad. I don't know, I had like a decent Suzuka setup that I remember using, and now I loaded up and it felt so bad. I remember using it in recent ACR race, and it felt so bad. I need to make something for Suzuka. But yeah, really nice driving. If Masaut made mega lap in quali, yeah, it's a shame I was struggling so much. Sorry for holding you up, but I just felt like my 5 seconds wasn't really justified, so I wanted to, you know, fight on the track. I hope you didn't mind that championship is over anyway. George spun, but he probably will win the championship anyway. But it was fun battling. It was fun battling, as always. So thanks for that, Cody. Oh, well, you see, great. I wanted a race too. But I had such a shit front end. I just missed the breaking point. Like, I didn't want to do it. So well, you know, we were forced to go side by side, and I was happy to give him that position back because that was so dirty, and he got ahead of me back. So you know, I don't understand the penalty. If I would have been ahead of him, sure, but he got the place back and nothing else happened. But then he spun by himself. But you know, my move directly didn't have any direct effect, you know. So like, I understand that someone can be pissed about me doing such a move. Absolutely understandable. But I didn't gain any places. Unless it was a penalty for me pushing you on turn 1, which, like, nothing happened there either. That's just rubbing. Blame ACC netcode, not me. But good racing, Cody. You were very fast here. I bet you practiced quite a lot for tomorrow's, right? Oh wait, my lap timer won't work because the race ended. But the car feels decent. Cody, tell me one thing. Are you running rear bump stop? I won't even beg you for any setup or anything. I just want to know if you're running on rear bump stop on SUZUKA. Sorry, I have no idea what lap was that. From what I can see, people are still driving. Okay, so I guess we're gonna wait here on the track. Who's driving? That's Piffet. 41, that's... Is that George? Yeah, that's George. And P17, that's... Who's P17? This guy. I won't pronounce his name because I'm gonna butcher it, so what's the point? I don't even know how much fuel I had left after the race, but it was decent, I guess, so it was enough. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna give like stop go first, it doesn't matter. Maybe we're gonna get notification on the Discord. Okay, no. Still no notification. So let's wait a bit more. Hey, there's another race coming, guys. Since it's gonna be, I think, a new server, I can hope it's gonna rain. Yes, yes, I do. You know, one called baby steps. Well, yeah, because I'm like the server stopped. It feels nice. It feels fast. So that's interesting. No! Ah, my headphones disintegrated again. I bought new ones, but they're still in shipment. So yeah, my left ear cap fell off. Now I have only one ear cap on my head. Fuck. And I need to tilt my head so it doesn't fall completely on the ground. It's like still hanging on the wire. I'm gonna actually fix it on the straight. Well, it's not straight, so... yeah, maybe here it's more straight. No! Come on! Okay, now I fixed it. Well, the good thing is that when I throw it into, like, let's throw it into turn 1 and see how much it takes to unstabilize it. Also, Cody, just tell me, are you running the rear bump stop? That's a simple question. Well, so it doesn't even oversteer, it just carries the speed through, and I hit too much speed. So, okay, that's good to know, I guess. So before they even tell us to go on to another server, I'm gonna save that as R2025. I told you quite low rear bump stop. Oh, if you told me quite low, what would you say? I'm asking about the rear. Well, you can make a setup for endurance that's super fast as well. Like, my setup had that problem that it wasn't for a sprint. And it wasn't for endurance either. It was both slow and not good for endurance. And like, I don't know how this thing would be on its tires throughout the stint, but like, look, I managed to make Paul Ricard setup just from watching Roger's lap. So, just tell me, is it low at the rear or not? I don't know. I also will reduce this to 120 and maybe increase this. I don't know. And maybe increase this. And let's see. Oh, everyone. Okay, so I guess we're going to another server. Low at the rear, 300 preload. 300 preload? What? No, I don't have 300 preload. Yes, it is. Well, you were super close behind me because I was slow. So that's one thing. Okay, someone's typing. So I guess we're gonna go to a server soon. There it is. Servers are dropping out temporarily. We will relaunch in 5 minutes. Practice to allow everyone to rejoin. Okay. Rain. Oh, also Cody. In practice, were you using race setup or that was your quali run? In practice in the wet? Cause my car felt so good in the wet. And like I literally had my dry setup. I don't know why. My dry setups were good as wet setups, and the more I drive my wet setups, the worse they feel in the dry. Full tank, okay, that makes sense then. Cause I was like, what the fuck, 7 tenths ahead of everyone. Actually, I think I like rain here because I don't like dry. But it's again that matter of getting the car that's gonna be enjoyable to drive, and then it's gonna be all good. By the way, let's join practice server just to see the weather. And it's not raining.
Green light, go, go, go.
Since I have some time, what's the ambient temperature? I don't even know. Well, I use my dry setup. That's like 1 millimeter up on the front, and yeah, let's go. Okay, close enough. The conditions. I just want to see how it behaves, lap time wise. Conditions are close enough. So before the race starts, I just want to test. Yeah, now you can see, like I told you, shadows are off, so when the sun is up, the game looks weird. But FPS are high. It looks like iRacing. Like you turn shadows off and it looks like iRacing. Literally. Servers up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna test that later. Well, I'm gonna test that on the server. Thanks, Cody. And good luck, because probably you're closing the stream, so... let's see. Not RCO. That's wrong. I can't type. It's really dark in that room. Because I forgot to turn on the lights. Too many characters, because I forgot about the space. There it is. Split 1. Connect. What a burn on iRacing. Yeah, fuck iRacing. Yeah, similar conditions. Yeah, so so they made practice. Soon as all 19 are in, I'm going to be forwarding the session. Okay. 180-second wait time on the grid. Okay. We were on map 10, oh no, F. What are the starting positions, by the way, because I don't really know. Okay, 16 people in, so we're still waiting. Let's see the lap time. I'm gonna get at least one lap in on fast track. And probably bin it.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
No! Ah! Yes! It rains! But is it raining? It's not raining! Like, it's not... It's raining, but only now! Like, what the fuck? Like, it's raining, but only now. And in 10 minutes, it's not raining. Holy fuck! Also, where's Joe? Joe's not here. Joe didn't make it to the other race. RIP. I don't want to change anything. It felt decent, so I'm not gonna. Oh wait, it's still 69 here. Okay. I'm gonna leave it, I guess. I'm gonna type I take wets. I'm not taking wets. Cody, agree! Wait. Yes! Cody's on wets! Cody's on wets! Oh my god!
30 seconds.
Is he gonna really take them?
Seconds.
Don't tell me he's actually gonna take those wets.
10 seconds.
Yes! He's on wets! Now!
Stay single file.
No! Cody, what have you done? Oh, bro, why? Oh my god. I mean, he's gonna overtake everyone now, but like he's gonna die. His tires are gonna die so soon. Everyone in top... I think everyone at the start has like dry. Sandstorm, those are dries. Aston behind me, let me check, guy. Go level with me. Yeah, he's on dries. And I saw cars ahead of me also on dries. George was on dries, Bentley was on dries. So, Cody, why? That was such a bait. He's gonna have probably overpressured tires already. I took wet setup F. LOL! What a guy! I'm on full dry setup. I'm on that weird setup that I just created. Look, he's already having to save them. Okay, now the problem is that well, I'm behind him, so he's gonna be on wets, and I can at least follow him into some turns at the beginning. And I don't know how my car is gonna be. At the beginning of the race, my car is gonna be bad, but I took pressures for normal conditions. But I don't know how long this is gonna be. But I'd rather have good pressures later and bad now. I don't know. Let's see how it's gonna work out. Because I know that on low pressures, my car is gonna be really bad. So if people took high pressures, then their tires. Look, he has to go so much to the outside, but like, there's no racing lines, Cody. So he's not gonna save those.
Stay away from curbs.
Yeah. Well, I don't really want to. I just need to drag the brakes. That's the only option.
Stay double file.
It's gonna be really slippery, but let's see. Okay, nevertheless, Cody has advantage right now on those opening laps. He has the advantage. So let's follow him. I've got him in front because he was fast in quali, and I was slow in quali. Let's see. Let's go. 40 viewers. Click a like button, guys, for luck, and subscribe because I'm streaming now a lot. Please subscribe. Nah, you don't have to if you don't want to. Anyway, let's go. Let's see. It's gonna be mayhem at the start. That'd be interesting what setup people took. Okay, it should go to 70 in a sec. Yes.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Cody had a rocket start. Look at him.
Car on the left.
Okay, I don't want to launch
On the left.
the bomb on the inside on him.
Car on the left.
Oh, that Bentley's squeezing me.
Clear on the left.
Go, Cody, go, 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 go,
Car on
go.
the left. Clear on the
Whoa!
left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left.
Now I'm on the outside. That Bentley's gonna slot in front of me. What was that train? What happened there? George is struggling so much.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I don't want to get overtaken now. Oh, that Aston was close.
Car on the left.
Tell me he's gonna understeer now.
Clear on the left.
Ah, fuck.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Cody is already overtaking P1. Let's go! Let's go! I feel this could be a good race. Cody could still win. I don't know, maybe? George is struggling as well. I feel like my car is just decent. And I don't have correct pressures. No, like, they are really bad. So let's see. Bentley sliding. It's braking early. Come on, come on!
Clear on the left.
Whoa! Dry line appearing. It's not good.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I'm just losing time, loads of time.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay. Cody's so far ahead. Well, we need his tires to just die. Like die. Just get absolutely destroyed. And it's already dry, so they're gonna do that. No doubt. Okay, I'm freed up from that Bentley. Let's try to catch Mass out. Because I think that Cody is fucked. I still believe that he is really fucked. It's not even raining anymore. Okay, I think maybe I gained on him a bit. Yeah, we're leaving both of those Bentleys behind. Took a really wrong line here. Let's go. Yeah, especially on a track like SUZUKA. Catching. Masoud's lap 2071. And I'm into 205s. Let's go.
Well done, mate. Trust on the best.
Just now I need to overtake cars. I feel like conditions suit me actually, so I need to use those. Because Porsche on grain tires, that's not gonna be fun.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And Cody is no longer getting away. Okay, now I need him to build a gap on the straight, and I'm gonna try to overtake him on 130R. Should I maybe lift even? I'm gonna lift, I think. Just a bit. Yeah, that was too much. That McLaren is carrying a lot of speed. Oh, George. I'm faster than him, no doubt. But I'm just losing time behind George now.
You're gaining on the car ahead, is up to 2. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Oh.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay, George, go through.
Clear on the left.
I'm sorry. It was too ambitious. No damage.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Now Masao is super fast. Hey.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Oh, please don't. Okay, they're side by side. I think Masao will go through on right now. Cody's still defending. Holding back longer, Cody. Okay, I gained a lot on this lap because they're battling. I think Masao is through.
Well done, mate. Fastest
No, they're still side by side. Okay, Cody, please be a friend. I know it was my bait that made you go on wets, But please.
Warning for exceeding track limits. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thanks, Cody. Theoretically catching us out, but let's see what lap time he did. 2:04. Okay, I did 2:02, but he was wide on turn 1.
Great job, man. Warning for exceeding track limits.
Yeah, like I thought. I need to be careful now. But that car is speedy. There's space in the car, wow. And it's a setup. You saw we did it in like 5 minutes random clicking. That's how great setups are created. Really bad exit. Oh my god, I lost so much. Almost everything I gained this lap.
Fastest lap of the race. Great job, man.
And now he's getting away slowly. where his pressure is even lower, possibly. Didn't gain much.
Fastest lap of the race. Great job, man.
Yeah, not talking much, guys, because I want that win and I'm focusing.
The car is exiting the pits. Watch out. Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
He's giving it everything. I can see his car is really on the limit. Cody P12 got his last. That was to be expected.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
slowly gaining. Bit overpressure tires, but that doesn't matter right now. He's really good through the S's there. You can see that his setup really hooks it nicely through that section.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right.
Oh, come on.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Fuck that up. Oh! Fuck! I thought I had him, and it snapped so randomly. George is on our tail. We lost so much. Hello, thank you. Ah, George is on us. It's such a dumb move. Anyway. A bit, but not really. Hello, thank you.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, he's got a 5 second now for pushing me off.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Snapped again. Oh, it's difficult. Massaut is pitting. Interesting. Oh, so that was... Oh, okay, okay. I didn't see that. Thanks. Well, that's big F. Hello, Zabzi, by the way. Hello. George is so close.
Alright, you're in the final leg as leader. Bring it on.
What? Ah, we're racing to the finish. Someone fucked up something on the server, but we're racing to the finish, boys. We're still on the final lap, so there was like almost no time to end the session, because when did it pop out? Like 10 seconds after we finished? Something like that.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
That doesn't matter, because it's still a win. Oh, hello, Baggy. Hello. Didn't see you in a while. How's it going? Are you finally planning to join us on the superior PC platform? But yeah, GG. That was a good one. That race was a good one. I enjoyed that one. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna also join the interview, I think, because that was such an enjoyable race. Oh, nice, nice, really nice, and really looking forward to see how we're gonna do. Okie dokie. That was nice race, apart from the finish. Apart from that, that was great in my opinion. Piffet was flying at the end right here. His car just turned on, and he was doing like 214, and my car died. Although maybe he had better pressures. My pressures were I was over pressured. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go and join the voice chat. Join the interview chat. Where is waiting for interview? Ready for interview here. I also hope my microphone will work with Discord properly. Let's see. What a great... I love races in ACC with this weather. I just love it.
Pasta is pasta, so I'm going to get Stewie to switch over to Discord really quick.
I'm already here.
There he is. All right, Jesse. So, Mr. Pesto Pasta, I don't know, what is your name today?
Today?
He's Torts, man. That's Tortellini. That's Torts.
I don't know. I don't think it's like it's time for a special name today. No, that's just me. Just me.
Hell of a drive through the middle of the race.
Oh, that was such an enjoyable race. Like, one of the most enjoyable race and driving experience in ACC I recently had. Seriously. That's just peak ACC, this weather that we had and those conditions. That was just amazing. I don't know why, but in those particular conditions where it's wet, tires are just slightly grained, but like grained from the wet, and the track is still slippery and green. Cars feel so good and realistic rev. I don't know why, but they just feel great. And the race was just amazing. Cody was on wets. That was interesting strategy. You know, I don't know what pressures people went with, because there were two approaches: go high pressures, have good slicks at the start, and then they will die, or aim for like pressures for the later part of the race, but struggle at the beginning. And I actually went for like a middle ground, so maybe that enabled me to push at the beginning, and I was comfortable with the car. And then on the second part, I was struggling maybe just a bit at the very, very end. The tires were done because I was pushing like hell at the beginning. But then it just worked out. We had a nice battle and nice scrap with Masao. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. He pushed me wide. I kind of understand that. Maybe he wasn't expecting me to still be there. Maybe he was thinking that he would slot ahead of me. It happens. He got the penalty for that. I got the penalty last race. I'd say that's fair enough. Yeah, it's just a great race.
Well, Torch, your third win here in the GT World Championship. You've come a long way from disconnecting every 5 minutes. What does that do for your confidence? You got to be confident now.
I'm not, because in the first race my ping went to like 1,000, and like because it was 1,000, my car on the server was like moved by that like 1 second ahead or behind or something like that. So it was weird, but I don't know why it peaks something like that, but it certainly doesn't disconnect anymore, and now I can even comfortably make small streams so people can maybe watch if they want, and it's just, like you said, more comfortable. I don't have to have in the back of my head that, oh, it's going to disconnect, and every time I was seeing my ping bar going high, it was just in the back of your head. It's like, oh no, it's going to happen again, and you can't focus, and on the level we're driving, you just have to be constantly on it. So yeah, it's certainly a nice thing that I don't need to worry about that, and I just don't even have that in the back of my head now. I can fully focus on racing and enjoy it fully, which I certainly did today.
Well, there you have it. The man they call Tortellini, Malinowski, a third win on the season, further proving he is one of the drivers to beat. Congratulations, Torts, on another win. Well, folks, we are all done for the day, but the GT World Championship ends next weekend, or excuse me, next Friday night. Join me and Mike Jones and Stewie for the final race, a 75-minute finale where we will likely crown George Boothby the champion, but there are many points positions up for grabs inside the top 5, outside the top 5, top 10s. It's all going to be decided in 1 week's time. But if you have enjoyed today's broadcast, why not like, subscribe, hit the bell? We're going to be back with you, all of us, in fact. We'll be back with you tomorrow for the 10-hour of SUZUKA, the championship finale for the GT Endurance World Championship. Several teams fighting for the top spot, yet to be decided, and more points paid throughout the entire race could make the entire top 10 for the team championship very spicy indeed. Make sure you are subscribed for that. And once again, thank you to all of our partners here at RCI that help us put on this race and every race. And a big special thank you to everyone at home that spends a little bit of your Friday night watching us. We very much appreciate you in chat and on stream. And, well, that's just about it. We will see you tomorrow for the 10-hour at SUZUKA at the same track. We hope to see you there. Until then, have a good night.
Right, you muted.
I literally. What the fuck?
Why did it do that? That has to be a
I don't
bug.
know. I've got to.
Or is
Yeah,
it
no, it definitely is. I'm pulling the log right now.
because the time went to 0 when we were at
and
Degners,
like 5 seconds.
and
5
yeah,
seconds
it was
later,
like 10,
it
5
over,
seconds.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
Did
I don't know, I'm gonna
did
go
it
pull
change in the UI while driving anything? Because I just got sent to the menu.
Yes, it did. It did. Because I was in drive mode.
Yeah, we were just driving,
and it went to the finish.
and it went to the leaderboard. And well, we can always finish the race, and we're still racing, or at least I thought we were. I was just still pushing, but yeah, it's just big what the
Oh,
fuck moment.
so you were racing with the leaderboard in your field of view.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? Well, we have the car's dashboard, and the inputs are working, so that doesn't change much.
Yeah. And Boofy was out doing 10 minutes of laps during the intermission.
I just got one thing to say, Torts.
Yeah.
Bada bins pasta!
Man, I had such a shit race in the first race. I don't know.
Didn't you get punted in race 1?
What? I just had
Did you not
bad
get punted?
quali, and what happened to me? No, I had quite clean race. I missed the breaking point on the first lap, but nothing happened, and I got apparently 5 seconds for something where there wasn't even a contact. But I get it. Aggressive driving.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you, Stu and Jesse.
Yeah.
He's a little bit frustrated that race ended like that.
I don't know. Well, the setup was shit, and like I didn't even care for that. Apparently, like I understand it happens. It was dangerous. I get it. Maybe I deserve it. I personally think I don't. Never mind. But the car was shit, and that's what I was. I don't know why. I used that setup, and it was decent. And today I used it, and it just died. The car just did like 10 minutes, and then it was awful. So what I did, I like changed literally everything randomly in the setup, and that's exactly what I used in the second race with like almost no practice. And it's like super stupid changes, like stuff you wouldn't even do to the car normally. But it worked.
Jesus. All right. I'm going to go become drunk.
Okay.
Is
thought
what
you
I'm going
already
to do. No, because I can still do math.
That's not drunk enough.
Thank you. Thank you, Pasta. But no, congrats, man. Seriously, 3
Cheers.
wins in a 9-race championship. It's nothing to shake a stick at, mate. That's good stuff.
Yeah. If I
Considering,
could, I would definitely go for the Nürburgring, but yeah, it happened.
I feel you, brother.
Ah.
All right, Street. Thank you for broadcasting and keeping us, straight and everything. I do appreciate it. And I'll see your sexy German ass tomorrow.
I'm out as well. Cheers, guys.
Take
Good
care,
night.
Torts.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. So that was commentary booth with RCI, guys. There we go. So, a win. That's not that bad. Previous race was what? P6 or something like that? I think P6. with that penalty it could be P5, but like I said, the car was bad, and I feel like this very setup I did here, tires died, but Porsche grains tires a lot in the wet, in those kind of conditions, it grains them a lot. And the setup was just made in a way that it was sliding a lot and it grains them. So I'm not surprised. Actually, let me go to the game and let me check the tires. I want to see that. But the car was behaving nicely. It had a lot of camber. It's just weird, but it worked. I mean, it isn't weird. I made a similar setup to that, and I know that it kind of works. It's just that it was kind of a really aggressive version of that kind of setup with a lot of bump stop range on the front and riding the rear bump stop. But it kind of worked. I was surprised I had I don't think I had a lot of top speed over Massoud, but I was definitely gaining in slipstream. Maybe it was just powerful slipstream. After all, I had, full aero. I don't know. Actually, let's check the replay, because this race was amazing. But I'm gonna relaunch the game in 2D. So just make sure replay saved. And I want to go. Oh my god, Cody, go back on my stream to the point. Maybe later do that, but I'm not gonna spoiler anything to you. Just reverse back my stream to the point when you were, when we were on the grid. You'll have a laugh, because we here had really ton of laugh. You need to go through it. You need to go watch that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna relaunch the game in 2D and just watch the replay, because I enjoyed that race so much, and I want to see what happened at the start, see some overtakes, see what happened between me and Massoud. Just give me a second, guys. I'm gonna put this on the screen because I'm chatting, I guess. And let me relaunch the game. Oh Jesus, it's so dark. ZW. Be right back. I'm not back. Now I'm back. Okay, now I'm back, and let me change this and transform fit to screen. What if I put it on stretch to screen? Okay, no, okay, that's bad. Just fit to screen. Fuck it. Yeah, Cody did a mistake. We were all like, is he on wets? Is he on wets? Is he on wets? And I was just moving through different cars, and I was like, okay, those are slicks. Oh my god. Those were wets, slicks, and of course everyone here was on slicks. P5 was really slow at the start, so I wonder if he had really low pressures, but then at the very end, when we were finally high with the pressures, he had correct pressures, right? So maybe that was the case. But let's just see what happened here. I just want to rewatch that because I don't really remember what happened. I know that I got a better run than the Bentley, and I had a and Cody had amazing start, but then he backed off naturally, and I wanted to follow him, but Bentley squeezed me so much, and Cody couldn't really go through. So yeah. So I overtake the Bentley, and then he naturally squeezes me. I mean, why wouldn't he do that? That's good. Oh, okay, there was contact. That's why they were slow. And here was like, oh, yeah. And here I lost a lot. And oh, what a save from Cody. And here I was just on wet part. Nothing I could have done here, so it just washed out my car. And we were all on slicks, and you can see that it's still pouring down quite heavily. So, and you can see that water is still there. It was a really small amount of rain. If I go inside, you can see that if I'm not in the spray, you can see that there are just tiny small drops, and now that I'm not in the spray of the car ahead. So it was almost not even raining. From the outside it looks like it's raining a bit more. That's just ACC being ACC. But there was quite a lot of water still on the track at the 2-3 first laps. But then it improved. And I think I was trying to drive around the outside, but I just couldn't. The car here, I just got a snap, and I was like, nah, not happening, and that curb is just gonna send you out wide. But the superior traction, there it is, Porsche traction, just in the wet it goes. So that was good. Okay. I want to go back to the start. Let's go with Cody, because maybe he's gonna see a lot more of what happened in the very front. So yeah, he's backing off, like he knows that now he needs to be really careful. And now, ooh, okay. So it was kind of a P-Fay fault, and Cody's behind him, and he's not touching him. That Lexus loses him by itself, so that's on Lexus, but at least he recovered quickly, so that's good recovery drive. P-Fay finished P3, so that's great recovery drive from him. And I remember that here he had really decent pace, so he was behind Sandstrom, and you can see how far ahead I am already on George's ass. Was George streaming? I don't know, maybe. That's not really my kind of car. I don't like the NSX. What are my camera settings? I don't know, there's actually some just almost standard camera settings. I don't use camera in 2D anyway, I drive in VR, so you know, my camera is set up, so you know, I sit where I'm supposed to sit, and that's all. I'm just seeing where is P-Fay. So yeah, here he was already behind George. So like from the midpoint right here, that Lexus started to catch up. And then at the end he was just stuck behind us. Oh, he was so close to George at the very end. But that's where the race ended. Anyway, let's go again back to that. Whose fault was that? I think that was fully on P-Fay, the turn 1. Sorry, I'm jumping like front and back. It's not like I don't like it, it's I don't know, like I guess it's a nice car, and I fully understand if someone enjoys the car. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad car, it's just not my kind of car. I don't know, it doesn't speak to me, that car, you know? With front engine cars, AMG is nice, McLaren is nice, Porsche is really nice, Huracan and Audi. Even though you'd think me liking the Porsche, I would like something like a Huracan or the Audi. And when I drive them, when they're well set up, they're not bad. Although I'm not really 100% you know, a fan of them. Ferrari is just weird. Although I kind of like it in some regards. Although the front end is just really awkward to control. Bentley is really nice. Aston Martin I absolutely hate. It's such a dull car. I can't drive it. Well, I guess I can drive it, but like I just don't like driving it. I like driving the things I enjoy, you know. And Honda is usually quite decent and competitive if you know what to do with it. It's not as bad as it used to be. So I understand you saying that, oh, people don't like the Honda. It's a shame that not that many people like the Honda, because the car deserves more. But when it comes to me, you know, sorry, I'm just not gonna invest time in discovering and exploring limits of the car that doesn't really, you know, speak to me. Just not my kind of car. It's the same way that I understand that someone can not like the Porsche. It's absolutely fine. So okay, back to what happened in the start. So George is turning in. Piffet is on the curb. Now Piffet wants to slot in ahead of George. So that's a thing. Now he gets on the... Oh, George touches him. Okay, so... Yeah, I thought there was a touch. So let's look how George did that. Yeah, so here he got... It's like a racing... you know, it's just a small touch. It would happen here in real life, but it, again, ACC, it like pushed that car, it pushed that Lexus forward so much. And then that Bentley just got a tap. But it was nice save from him. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, look at Masoud. Look at Masoud. Here on the exit. How he's sliding. Whoa! And let's go to Cody, because he had a such a fast reaction and good correction back to center, because that could easily spin him into the outside right here. So that's a good reaction. Yeah, and he's here on wet, so he's just driving around everyone like we're standing still, but then he paid for it. And I'm behind Bentley, that's what we saw already. So yeah, then I overtook him. How did I overtake the other Bentley? Because I remember here I just got stuck. Even though at those very early stages I had a lot of pace. I had similar pace to Cody. On those like lap 3-4 I already had similar pace to Cody. That setup was working beautifully. I was surprised. I need to test it in like... I need to refine it, because I think that there's a potential in it. Yeah. Here I went wide but didn't gain much. Ooh, I'm yawing. That's weird, okay. And I just had a lot of speed because I had a lot of front end from high bump stop. And of course traction of the Porsche, so... Especially in those conditions my advantage was... emphasized? I don't know how to say it. Anyway, I had that advantage and you could see it working. Especially in those kind of conditions. Here sliding a lot. And already a bit of dry line forming already. Oh, now I remember, he went wide, or he spun. I think he just went wide and I got around the outside of him. A bit of netcode just behind him. Now I know that I have superior speed right here. So he understeers and my car just sticks because Porsche rotates like that. Hello. Oh, that's you! That's you, right? I'm confused. Is that you? Or you're another driver? I never remember. That's you, right? You're Grady. Yeah. Yeah, sorry for not recognizing you, man. Yeah, good racing. I got just stuck behind you, but you were defending quite nicely. Shame for the first race. You had good quali. You had decent pace in both races. It's just that your car was struggling here in those conditions, and you died at what 130R. It's just unlucky. Those curbs are so random, aren't they? Unlucky, man. After that great win at Zolder, but it was so fun driving in those conditions. It was so fun. I think we can maybe go on board on that lap. We've made it was so fun. I so liked how the car was rotating and how it was balanced mid-corner. And here I'm entering, and then the car is being put into that nice slip angle, and you can see how balanced it is. It has like the amount of understeer I want. Just look at it. Look how it rotates in the way I want. I turn in, it bites in how I want. I go on the throttle, it rotates how I want. I go off the throttle, it rotates how I want. I had so much control over that car in those very conditions. And it had that rotation, but it had progressiveness and stability that was allowing me to push like that and use that rotation. It's amazing. Blah blah blah, dry tires, blah blah blah. Totally, you just fucked up. I don't know how on earth you could use that bait. Like, how on earth? Why would you even go for it? Did you watch that? Did you watch that part of the stream that I told you to go for? I was like, I'm just gonna type, I'm gonna go on wets. And I'm like typing on the chat, I'm gonna go on wets. They're OP right now. Wait, but you wanted to go for the dry setup with wet tires, or you just went full wet? Oh, okay. Wait, so you wanted to be on the wets anyway, right? Just on dry setup. It wouldn't make a difference, would it? Well, anyway, I just used that setup that I created in that like 5 minutes before the race, and it worked. It was so fun to drive. It was so fun to drive in those conditions. It had such an amazing bite. Like, it had some of those Paul Ricard vibes. It was just nice. And then I was stuck behind George. I think next lap I was trying to overtake him. This lap? Yeah, this lap. So this lap I went a bit, yeah, just more aggressive right here, and I needed to send it. And switch back, and here, traction, and the rotation, and again, like, it's so much control in that setup. I could just brake, rotate it, front bites in how I want, go on the throttle, release the steering, apply the traction, and just go. It was so drivable in those mixed conditions. I'm amazed. I'm amazed by how progressive and drivable it was. That was a nice move. Let me see it from the sky. So yeah, I had the speed from 130R. He goes wide. And then I just had to go undercut him and then use that from then. You can see how I need to trust George, because I need to, here you can see it from above, I need to aggressively turn into him to take the corner. And of course, George is an experienced driver, and he's a clean driver, he's a good racer, and he knows I'm there and he has to react to it. He's not gonna push me wide. So now he's just compromised and he needs to wait. So I'm taking control of the corner, I'm aggressive, and I'm just taking that place. So thanks, George. And then I was just driving away. Wait, Cody, what are you doing here? Oh, I want to see how Cody was defending from us out. Cody, you blocked him for like one lap. That was amazing. I want to see the lap, because you gave me so much time to then think about overtake on him, because He cost him so much time, and I lost a lot of time behind George fighting with it. So I want to see that lap. Yeah, it's also gonna be time to end soon. I was surprised how tight he was doing that exit. He was always really slow on throttle right here and opening this corner so much. Maybe it was just really good line, and now he's just waiting. He's stuck. Nothing he can do. It's Degners. You're not gonna send it on someone through Degners. Wait, I think I went with Cody too wide into Degners on the previous race, didn't I? Yeah, he's just stuck behind him. Nothing he can do. And on the straight they're similar. So next corner he can try to send it, but like those wet tires are gonna be bad mid corner and bad on the exit. But he can still enter relatively nicely. I don't believe he didn't go for it. What? I don't believe that. He should have absolutely just went for it. I guess he just was cautious. He thought he has the pace, and of course Cody were struggling so much it was inevitable. So I guess he's just saying it easily. But in my opinion, right there, he should have just went for it. And right here, again, on the outside. Well, he finally drove around you, but it costed him like 2 seconds, right? That move. And then I caught you, and you just let me go, so thanks for that. Even if you wouldn't let me go, I would leave you the space on the inside and go for the move on the outside, but thanks. So thanks, Cody. And then I was catching him slowly, doing really fast laps, driving away from George. What were the laps from Piffet at this moment? He was fast. Piffet was fast. It's just that he made that mistakes early on. So Lex was working in mixed conditions as well. Interesting. And Piffet is just really fast driver. He's getting everything out of that Lexus. And then I think on this lap I made a move. So I hit so much. The toe was so powerful right here. And he wasn't that fast for 130R. I guess he had that tiny bit more understeer. Yeah. Yeah, Joe and the Lambo had such a trouble overtaking him. And yeah, that was just a good move. It was similar to what I did to George. I'm so disappointed with myself I didn't take that position right here, because I should overtake him right here, and I had better exit, good traction, and now his car is just washing out and I'm taking the inside. And you're driving like that on the straight, and I hit just tiny bit of overlap, and I would just send it to the outside. He just left me room, and now I get the snap. And I don't believe it. Just car went from under me. But now we're doing this, and he just that was so aggressive. But then he lets me go, and I wanted to keep it around the outside. You can see that right here. I'm still able to keep it around the outside. And here I should have sanded it. I shouldn't let go of the throttle like that. I should have sanded it into the corner and just take the position. I should have went early on the throttle and squeeze him to the outside. Yeah. Although I guess it was hard because I was compromised right here. I wasn't far ahead, and also I was really quite on the inside. But yeah, I should have kept the throttle more and slotted in front of him aggressively. Because that gave him position for this corner when I had no chance. No chance. But he got 5 seconds for that, so he just lets us go, I think, right here. I think right here he lets us go. And I have again that snap. That was so bad. I was so disappointed with myself right here. Where was it? Right here. Yeah, right here. Look at that snap of oversteer. I was so disappointed with this. Because I was like, yeah, okay, I've got it. And then it snapped. It just went. And then I got pushed wide quite hard. So that's a shame. But then we were, you know, side by side throughout 3 S's. So that's nice. Yeah, it was bad. It's bad voodoo. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people just gave up on that championship. It's like AOR season 5. You remember when we started with 40 Porsches and we ended up with 17 Porsches. Pretty much every car was a Porsche back then. Because it's a shame because on every lap I had so much to give in turn 1. And here it was stable, you see? It was going into the corner stably. Stably? Stably? I don't know. Maybe that is a word, stably. With stability. Okay. Yeah, thanks. That was really enjoyable. Win an enjoyable race. See you next week on Spa. I'm gonna end the stream as well, cause I mean, was there anything I wanted to see from the race we did? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to ACC because I just want to check something from the first race. Because I remember, I think we went too wide with Cody on Degners or some shit like that. I went too wide with someone through Degners. When was that? Here the Bentley just died. I think it was at the oh, here, yeah, that was here when we went with Cody too wide. We touch. Yeah, absolutely nothing happened there. That's, yeah, I just gave him. And it's just Porsche gap. There's just a Porsche gap, and he's not in it. That's on me. That's on me. But he controlled it. It's just, again, ACC contacts, bro. Why? It shouldn't happen. Yeah, I had to defend from him a bit. And that's the race when my car was just absolutely trash. You can see how my car doesn't want to turn in, doesn't want to turn in, doesn't want to turn in, snaps, doesn't want to turn in, doesn't. It's again SUZUKA. You can just see that in the car, and it washes out, and then it snaps in the rear. It's the same as... sorry, it's Kailami. It's the same how it was at Kailami. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that's it, because... oh yeah, I haven't driven with that livery for a while. There's something nice with that livery. I don't know why. Some people don't even like how it looks, and I just like it. We also had dry first race, and then the second race started damp, but it like stopped raining immediately, so it went like from damp to, well, something else, but well, from damp to completely dry, and it was like drying out throughout the entire race, but the race was on slicks, but of course grained slicks. So it started dry and it dried out fully like halfway through the race, and then it was driving on, green/fast track on grained slicks. So that was really fun. That's just a nice livery. I'm yawing again. Yeah, I need to go to sleep. Anyway, guys. Chatting, no, stream ending. That's the one. Well, that was interesting. A P6 and a win. There was a win. Come on, there was a win. I'm really happy because it was so enjoyable to drive. I'm more happy from the fact that it was enjoyable to drive rather than from the win itself, which is amazing nevertheless. But I'm disappointed still because of that move. Like I said with Massaut, I shouldn't get that snap. I should have kept it and just then drive away. And maybe I destroyed my tires a bit too much. Maybe should have been a bit more conservative after that. But I guess I was too frustrated and I was then sliding around anyway. Let's just forget about it. Game performance was good, so that's good that I know that performance of my game is good while I'm streaming, because today it was just 90 FPS constantly, but without shadows. But it was cloudy anyway. Who needs shadows? Like, you couldn't even see a difference. Then we went on the dry and with sunny weather for a second, and we discovered that ACC without shadows looks like iRacing. And then we won the second race, which was also cloudy, so the game looked again decent. Let's see. Tomorrow is 10 hours. I don't think I'm gonna stream it. Probably George is gonna stream it, or Michael is gonna stream it, but I'm not gonna stream it myself because I think that just for the safety, I'm still gonna use my phone for that one race. There's gonna be like 3 stints for me. And we're driving also SUZUKA, and probably a lot of people will be watching and different people streaming. Anyway, I need to end. Fuck my life. I don't know how to end the streams. I'm like, yeah, it's time to end, and then I'm ranting for 10 minutes. So there is time to stop. It's time to stop. I'm just gonna press end stream because otherwise